What's going on, guys? My name is MagicLion, and today I will tell you the top tips that will make you better at Call of Duty Black Ops 3. We will begin with the sensitivity, then talk about the weapons, playstyles, and about your behavior in the game. So let's start with the sensitivity. The sensitivity is very important, and it will allow you to aim better and more accurate. In this CoD, the sensitivity can be either super slow, it starts at 1, or it can be super crazy and go up to 14. Your sensitivity to make you better and aim better should neither be high nor low. When it's too low, you'll be too slow to hit the player and your enemy will have enough time to kill you. If your sensitivity is way too high, then you will be able to turn fast, but if you don't practice enough, it will be way too high and it will confuse you a little, so try to find the sensitivity that suits you best. And in addition to that, faster is definitely not better. A lower sensitivity works out for me because even if the player boosts right across my screen, I can still hit him. As you can see in the video, my sensitivity is at 6. So here's an example. If your enemy decides to boost, wall run, then jump, he will have to adjust his aim and movement a lot more than you. This means he has a bigger effort and you have the advantage, simply because he won't have much cover, and if you have a cover, then you will have an even bigger advantage. Let's move on to the weapons now. In this CoD, all weapons seem to be equally balanced, but this is not the case. There are a few weapons that can help you dominate the game though. You have a good choice of weapons and you can try which weapons works best for you, but you need to think about your play style and the map you're going to play on. When you're a more defensive player, you shouldn't have a shotgun. I suggest you go for an assault rifle or submachine gun. A sniper rifle is not particularly the best choice as you have to hit your shots fast and it will not always one-hit the enemy. At close quarters, most snipers die instantly. LMGs are pretty powerful, but their accuracy isn't as good from hip firing as compared to the ARs and SMGs. What I found out is that the AK and the CoD seem to be best for beginners, and I still use them just because the recoil isn't that difficult to handle. And with the right attachments, it will make your weapon better and you better as a player. Both weapons are unlocked as you start playing. Mostly I use the CoD simply because it is good and reliable. It doesn't have the greatest damage, but the range, the firing rate and the accuracy are okay, as you can see. To make this gun much better, I tend to go for reflex sight or no sight at all, because it is not necessary for me, but sometimes it's easier to use one, as this will let me see a little bit more on the side. I also use quick draw and grip to increase the accuracy even further. This weapon is now pretty damn good, and if you don't really care about any perks at all, then you may as well use the other available slots to use rapid fire and long barrel. You might even put on a 6th attachment if you want, but it's not necessary. The results I experienced were crazy. With long barrel the range increases, and with rapid fire my bullets will shoot faster, so long story short, I will take a lot less time to kill someone, plus the damage range will be increased. And in my eyes, the CoD is one of the best, if not the best SMG at the minute. I suggest you take 3 attachments. If you take 5 or 6, you might not have any perks at all, because you can only pick 10. So keep some space for your perks. And if you don't like any of the SMGs, I suggest you go for the AK with a sight, quick draw, grip and long barrel as well. What attachments you will go for is entirely up to you though, but I find it easier to kill enemies with more attachments, because at the end your gun is what will kill them, not the perks. The only downside that the AK has is the recoil, but if you practice enough you will be able to handle that like a master. So let's move on to the playstyles. Some players will be defensive and try to move slow to prevent themselves from getting shot. Sometimes they might even camp in a corner and wait for you to run past them so they can kill you. Whereas experienced players may run, gun and jump within a short amount of time to earn the points for their score streaks as quickly as possible, but anyone has a chance against them, even you. So here's one tip. Always watch the radar. You can predict where the enemies will come from, and with a little practice you will hear where they are and where they are running or boosting to. Second tip. If you're alone and play against a clan or really good players, take your time to move around the map. If you try to play like the pros, you will die instantly. So try to analyze how your enemies are playing, if they are defensive or aggressive. If they are playing aggressive and rushing really fast, you should try to get good cover so you will be a harder target to kill. And as well, don't rush, it's not worth it. The enemies will come to you, don't worry. You will get your kills and your score streaks. If they are defensive and rushing less, but you're confident enough with your aim and gun, then of course you can speed up. Just don't forget, you're not Rambo. And they might be so defensive that they are camping. So here's another tip. If you're playing against better players or campers, it will challenge you and help you to compete against them. And as you keep playing, you will find better ways to kill them, or try not to get killed. Last but not least, practice makes the master. So the more you play, the better you'll be. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. Now click the button. See you and enjoy your day.